Hello friends. Imagine you run a delivery company. Every morning, 55,000 drivers fan out across the country, each carrying dozens of packages to drop off. Now here is the puzzle. The number of possible ways to sequence those stops is not just large. It is astronomically large. We are talking billions upon billions of combinations. Choosing the wrong route, even by just a few miles per driver, adds up to tens of millions of wasted dollars every year. So how does a company like UPS actually solve this? Not by guessing, and not by hand. They use a branch of computer science called optimization, and in this video we are going to break down exactly how it works, step by step. Alright, so what exactly is optimization? Here's the simple idea. You have a goal, something you want to maximize, like profit, or minimize, like cost or distance. That goal is described by what mathematicians call an objective function. Think of it as a score you are trying to push as high or as low as possible. But you cannot just do anything you want. You have real-world limits. Maybe you have a fixed budget, a warehouse with limited space, or only 8 hours in a workday. Those limits are called constraints. Put it all together and you have an optimization problem. The software searches through all your options, respects every constraint, and finds the single decision that scores best. This is the mathematical skeleton behind almost every major business decision engine out there, from flight scheduling to financial trading. Now let me show you the foundational tool, linear programming, or LP for short. Say a factory makes 2 products, A and B. It earns $5 profit on each unit of A and $4 on each unit of B. The factory has a limited number of labor hours and a fixed amount of raw material. Each of those limits becomes a straight line rule, called a constraint. When you draw all those lines on a graph, they carve out a region of valid options called the feasible region. Every point inside that region is a combination the factory could actually produce. Here's the key insight. The best answer, the profit-maximizing mix, always sits at one of the corners of that region. LP finds that corner systematically, no guessing required. This same idea powers production planning, transportation routing, and workforce scheduling across industries every single day. And as we are about to see, reality gets messier when your variables have to be whole numbers. That phrase, whole numbers, changes everything. In LP, variables can be any decimal. But in real life, you cannot send 2.7 trucks or hire 4.3 workers. The moment you require whole number answers, you have entered integer programming. And the search space does not just grow a little, it explodes. Here's the classic example. Imagine visiting several cities and returning home by the shortest possible route. That is called the Traveling Salesman Problem. With 5 cities, there are just 12 possible routes. With 10 cities, 181,440. As cities scale into the dozens, the possibilities become astronomical. No computer can brute force every option in time. You need smarter solvers, algorithms that prune and search intelligently without checking every single path. And this is exactly the kind of problem UPS faces every single day. Now here is where everything clicks into place. UPS operates tens of thousands of drivers delivering millions of packages every day. Building those routes by hand would be impossible. So UPS built ORION, which stands for On-Road Integrated Optimization and Navigation. ORION applies integer programming and combinatorial optimization to plan every driver's route before the day even starts. The results are concrete. ORION cuts roughly 100 million miles driven per year across the fleet, about 8 fewer miles per driver per day. By the mid-2010s it had already saved UPS hundreds of millions of dollars, with projected annual savings in the range of $300 to $400 million. And the tools keep getting sharper. More recently, Gurobi launched its Intelligence Hub, bringing AI-guided workflows so engineers can build production-quality optimization models faster than ever before. Alright, let's bring it all together. Every optimization problem has the same 3-part shape. A goal you want to reach, the constraints that box you in, and a solver that finds the best answer within those limits. Linear programming handles smooth, continuous choices. Integer programming tackles the messier real world, where whole number answers make the possibilities explode. And solvers like these are everywhere. Logistics companies use them to route deliveries. Hospitals use them to schedule staff. Banks use them to manage risk. Manufacturers use them to plan production. As a developer or engineer, these tools let you turn a real business problem into a mathematical model, run a solver, and produce a decision worth millions. That is what optimization really is. Not just clever math, but a direct line between good algorithms and real-world impact. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.